Is talking about mental health easy in your workplace? No. No.
Some people were very supportive, some were not. And so in answer to the question is it easy to talk about? No, it's not.
If I'm not doing okay, I need to be quiet and get back to the job and just suck it up until the end of the day.
Compared to other work that I've had where I just don't talk about it at all, and then if I crash, then I'll lose that job. And
the stigma of it is like, I'll just pretend and I'll cover up. And
I would say that you have to be careful. I think the best time to do it is when you're well. You can then, from that point of being well, you can then talk about, well, the kind of things, the triggers, the kind of things that might make you unwell and how those can be avoided so the accommodations can be put in place.
Attitudes and behaviours of staff is really important. So if you have a co-worker or an employer that's really actually cares about you as a person and not just their bottom line, then I think that makes it easier to have those brave conversations.
A lot of co-workers will approach me if they feel like I'm not doing well, or I seem a bit off.
Yeah, it is easy, eh? We're open. We're just really small.
There's a lot of really passionate people who are really, really empathetic. It makes it easier for that dialogue to happen.
Here's what mental illness is, or here's the breadth of what mental illness can be, and let's have a talk.
Yeah, I'm menopausal, so I'm experiencing some of the things that she might be having always in her head, you know? So I'm more understanding as well.
When I look back on it, I did talk about it. It was a lot harder than I thought, and it probably had more detrimental impact on me to be so open, because I was bearing a whole lot of who you are. Is it because a lot of what triggers this you don't know. It's about past events. It's about very personal things, and sometimes you don't even know what they are. So it is a very difficult thing for people to talk about, unless they're with people they can trust.
Okay. What are some of the barriers to talking about mental health in your workplace?
I think it's possible in some situations for managers to create barriers to a constructive discussion about mental health, quite unintentionally.
Offhand remarks or offhand comments about mental illness or mental health could unintentionally give somebody the message that you're not willing to talk about it.
If a manager is dismissive of kind of mental health and mental well-being, that can create a real barrier for somebody who feels like they want to talk about it.
that's why there's a barrier, because you don't really talk about it. It's not in your everyday conversation.
Like a manager can create it so easily,
Yeah.
just by one flippant comment.
There is a bit of a fear of what it might lead to. If I acknowledge that one of my people is suffering from mental health issues, what road are we going to be going down?
The work environment is so fast-paced that is seen as wasting time.
One of the strongest or most scary barriers is that first initial contact. That first kind of jump into the deep end, if you will, of like, hey, actually, I'm not at my best at the moment.
That one person could open up a whole conversation in the workplace, a positive conversation.
It's about creating a climate for your particular team, over and above the wider culture of the company. Your team operates within the climate that you as a manager, leader, are creating. And so it's making sure you demonstrate that you're comfortable talking about it and it's completely okay.
People need really concrete opportunities to do so, I've found. So instead of putting all the onus on the person, and so it's all well and good I could say, hey Emma, you could come and talk to me whenever, anytime you want to.
Anything.
And then, but the thing is, like, because your actions are more important than your words, and so although you say that, you really have to create the situations where someone can.
It can go from so scary to so relieving all of a sudden, like, especially, hey, I'm, having a hard time, and then someone goes, okay, cool, what do you want to do about it? And you go, I need 5 minutes, and they go, cool, go have 5 minutes. And it just goes from this, oh my God, I'm going to explode and die, and the world's going to burst into flames, to actually it's okay for me to be doing this, and it's okay for me to be feeling these ways. And if I just take these 5 minutes, I will come back stronger and more powerful than ever and kick butt at whatever task that is in front of me.